Hi, welcome. My name is Barb Bernstein from Dance in Time, and this is my colleague,
Tara Sprolchen.
and this is my colleague, Julio. And we're going to explain and to demonstrate some simple steps in merengue, salsa, and bachata for you. So we'll start with merengue. First of all, merengue is the national dance of the Dominican Republic, and it's very, very well loved and commonly done there, along with the country of Haiti, which shares an island with the Dominican Republic. The nice thing about merengue is that you step on every beat. So the basic step looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And so this is just like walking, which makes merengue very easy. All you do is hold your partner's hand, let your feet go in that pattern, and you can do any manner of turn that you want, any manner of turn whatsoever, anything you can imagine. Now, when I teach merengue, because there is no pattern, the basic step is just stepping on every beat, sort of in place, I teach the following pattern, which I'm going to show you. We're going to do this like this so that you can see both of us. I'm leading, Tara is following. A convention in most partnership dances is that leaders start on their left, usually going forward, although I'm going to show you a pattern going to the side. Followers start on the right, often going backwards, but again, we're going to be going to the side on this. So here's a basic merengue step that you can just practice to have some kind of formation to drill merengue in if you try. 5, 6, 7, 8. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we tap on beat 8. A tap means I touch the floor, but I don't put weight onto my step. Then I go back the other way, starting on the foot I tapped on. Why? Because the other one is being used to hold my weight, so I can't exactly step with the leg that's weighting me. Okay, so I go back the other way. As a leader, I am right, left, right, left, right, left, right, and then tap. Again, followers are always on the opposite feet. So now we do that twice. We go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap 8. Then I step in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if I was holding my partner in dance position or whatever, I sort of slide down so we're apart from each other and fingertip to fingertip. At the end of that 8 beats, I'm going to turn my follower to her right, which means that her right shoulder goes back. That means I lift my left hand and I swirl around her head as though my hand is going clockwise. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The trick on this is to not get stuck here, but to let this swirl around approximately neck level roughly, so that the follower has turned a full 360 degrees to face the leader again. The next thing we're going to do is walk around each other, going clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then unwind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and repeat. So 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and tap. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and tap. Again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, tap. Step in place for 8 beats. Now the follower turns for 8 beats. Now we walk around each other for 8 beats and unwind the follower for 8 beats. So that's a simple pattern, but what you really want to remember in merengue is you can do anything with your arms and anything with your feet, really, as long as you're stepping on every beat. That's what defines it as merengue. Now, we're going to also take a look at salsa. So in salsa, I'm going to back to you so my right is the same as the viewer's right. The leader's basic step is this. Left, left, and right, left, right. Forward on the left and back on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 6 beats that we're stepping on out of an 8-beat phrase. When we do a side rock in salsa, it's the same exact pattern, but side to side instead of forward and back. So that looks like this. Left, left, and right, left, right. Left, right, and right, left, right. Okay, now, Tara is going to show you what this looks like from the follower's point of view.
So the follower is going to do the mirror image of the lead. Whereas the lead goes forward with their left, the follow is going to go back with their right as their first step. So this is what it looks like. You go back with the right, forward with the left. Back and together, forward and together. Back and together, forward and together. For the side rocks, again, followers are going to be starting on their right. So this looks like right and together, left and together. Right and together, left and together.
Okay, now we get to the big deal, so that's a turn. So this is a fair amount more difficult. It looks a little easier than it actually will be. I'll let you try it, but basically, if I do a basic and then the right turn always happens on the forward rock. So if I were doing the leader's footwork, basic and basic. Here's the turn. I go left, right, left, and then back and together. So I want you to notice I never changed the rhythm. I continued the quick, slow rhythm, stepping on beats 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 only. I also embedded my turn into my forward rock. For a leader, that happens on beats 1, 2, 3. So again, watch me. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and 5, 6, 7. Now when some of you try this, you will find, some people find, it's hard to get all the way around a full 360 degrees. You can pull yourself by doing this. If you do what we call a prep in the opposite direction of the turn, 1, and then pull your arms, 2, 3, and then 5, 6, 7, you'll be able to make the turn much more easily. So you can bear that in mind. When you get used to it, you kind of tighten your core and you get used to pulling yourself without a dramatic prep. But initially the prep can be quite helpful. When we do this in partnership, the footwork going forward is identical for leaders and followers. You're just doing it offset by 4 beats. So both of you are stepping forward on the left and doing the turn. Look what this looks like when we're both doing it. So I'll do one basic and then the turn for the follower, and then I'll do the same turn for the leader. 5, 6, watch us. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and I finish my basic 5, 6, 7. Did you notice I did 1, 2? I lifted on 3. That is a prep that tells the follower to maintain a tension or frame in the arm so that when I turn the follower's body is turning with the arm. If they don't do that, if she tries to turn me and I don't have tension, let me do it this way so you can see, then my arm will collapse and it won't make my body turn. But if I'm holding the shape the same, when she moves me back, it makes my whole body turn around with the arm. That is really the essence or the principle of how leading and following works. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Salsa. And I do want to show a way of extending the turn to something that's a more complicated pattern. So instead of releasing my right hand while the follower turns, I'm going to stay connected with both hands, and that hammerlocks the follower, making a very different look. Then I do what's called an open break, which means I back rock and I back rock the follower. 1, it's a small back rock. 2, 3, I come around to our other side, and I can drape over my own head, and then go back to basic dancing. So I'm doing this without a long detailed explanation, because I wanted to have something that was a little more advanced for those that might have a fair amount of dance experience and be used to the turns. Let me, however, go through that 2 times so you can watch it and see what I'm doing a little more slowly. First I'll do it this way, and then I'll face the other way. Basic, step, and basic. Here we go. 1, 2, lift, turn the follower around, back, rock, and over the follower's head, and drape over my head, and then back to my basic. Apologies. Basic and basic. 1, 2, 3, turn the follower around, back, rock, unwind, drape over the leader, leader rocks in, and we're all done. First, real quick, the basic step is done sideways. So it's, if I'm leading and I start on my left, 1, 2, 3, tap, back, together, back, tap. So it's left, tap right, left, right, tap left. And the follower always does the mirror image. So the follower is, you want to explain?
So for the follower, it's easy because we are just following. Again, we are starting with our right. And so we are going right, tap, left, right, tap.
Both of these dances, salsa and bachata, are done to music written in 8-beat phrases. A musical measure is 4 beats if you play a musical instrument, and 2 musical measures make a dance phrase, 1 full dance pattern of the basic step. Now, in bachata, many of the variations, such as turns, are also done in sets of 4 beats. So so leaders or followers can turn. If I were leading and did a basic and then turn myself, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or I can just turn it in only one direction and do the basic in the other direction. So, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. When you do a bachata turn, you really want to spin rather quickly on the second beat. So it's 1, 2, 3, tap. What I'm really doing is I'm stepping out, then together, then out. Out, together with a turn, out, tap. Out, together with a turn, out, tap. If you try and step evenly side rocks, out, together, if you try and do that, you won't be able to get around, because you have to have your feet together to spin and get around quickly for the bachata turns. A lot of times people notice Latin dances have a lot of hip sway, and sometimes people think that that's what makes it flashy, and they want to emulate that hip sway. And so because one hip comes out and then the other one comes out, right? Quick, slow, quick. What seems intuitive is that you must be pushing the hip out, but actually the action is the exact opposite of that. The hip goes out because of what the leg does. When the leg is bent, the other hip comes out, and then you straighten and hip the other leg. So it's really the action of the feet that kind of create the hip sway. For beginners, I always recommend just let the hips move naturally as they will with a certain amount of steps, and not to, try to augment that, because it's more likely to make it harder to do the steps correctly than to help you.
Marina